Hello and welcome to the Paul Rolls Fieldhouse in Holliston, Massachusetts on Friday, December 22nd for Sport View's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Basketball 2017, found only on HCAT TV. And tonight we are live. The Panther girls play host to the Medway Mustangs. My name is Tom Emmons, and joining me along courtside is the color man who can do it all, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, the Panthers got their first win on Tuesday. Can they keep the winning vibe going against Medway tonight?
Yeah, I really think they can. This is a good matchup for them. Of course, Medway features the great Riley Childs coming in. She's already a BU commitment. And we get the announcements here of the starting lineups. But I think they have a good shot at doing it, Steve. Tom, they've got to play great defense, and they've got to, no turnovers. Keep those turnovers to a minimum.
Starting lineup for the hometown Holliston Panthers, number 12, Brooke Jeffroy, number 13, Cami Kazubal, number 11, Abby Ray Wells, number 5, Captain Grace DeZindelet, and number 15, Captain Powers. We'll be back with the opening tap-off in just a moment. Holliston comes into this game with a record of 1-2. They're averaging 57 points a game. Their head coach is Dan Keefe in his third season with the Panthers. Medway comes into this game with a record of 3-1, averaging 56 points a game. Their head coach, Joe Iannone.
Well, it's a big night here in Paul Rolls Arena down here, and we're streaming live. All you people watching us out there, we're going to do the girls' game first, and then we're going to have some interviews with point scorers from Holliston High School, and we're going to do that at in between games, and then the boys will come. And once the boys game starts at halftime of the boys game, we got two big ceremonies. We've got the dedication of the new court, the beautiful new court they have here, and of course the recognition of the 1,000-point scorers. So stay with us all night. A long night. Stay warm. Grab some popcorn, and here we go.
Brooke Jeffroy wins the tap to DeZindelet. Kazubal drives, blocked. Up the court comes number 10, Riley Childs, star player for the Medway Mustangs. Already signed a letter of commitment to BU.
Oh,
steal
great
by
steal.
DeZindelet. Left-hand layup is good, and the top scorer of the Tri-Valley League last year, DeZindelet, puts the Panthers up 2-0.
Yeah, great anticipation. Came right across, and here's another steal by almost.
DeZindelet, a very instinctive player.
You like it when your top players, they come out and they're really focused. And right now, I think that's what you're seeing with Grace DeZindelet.
Wells, number 11, jump shot off the glass, no good. Rebound by Powers. Three-pointer.
Bang!
Grace DeZindelet was feeling that one. It's 5-0, Holliston. Well, that's a great strategy for the Panthers to get DeZindelet hot early in the game, get a lead.
Yeah, you always want to get your stars involved in these games, and it's a situation where if this keeps going, she could have one of those special nights tonight.
Tess Powers is guarding Riley Childs. Childs goes baseline, and Brooke Jeffroy with the block. Nice double team there by Holliston. Kazubal looks inside. Gets a little help from Wells. Powers drives right side of the basket, draws the foul.
Yeah, nice move. What you want to do is you want to take that ball in when you have the opportunity that the defense spread. The offense has some good spacing tonight so far. It's nice to see that. And when they do, that spreads out that defense and gives you an opportunity to drive in and either make the basket or get the foul, as they did here.
Nothing but net on the first one for Captain Tess Powers.
6-0 Holliston, 6:16 left to go in the first quarter.
Holliston in a man-to-man defense. There's Childs with the ball, looks inside to Costello, but nice defense there by Holliston on the wing. Deep three-point shot
Whoa.
is good by Julia Downing.
Nice shot, little two-hand set shot there by Downing.
6-3 Panthers. Wells goes baseline, reach in, knocked out of bounds by Lizzie White.
Well, as I said earlier, it's good to see the Holliston girls attacking the basket.
Kazubel's shot off the mark, rebounded by Dowling. Dowling lays it up, no good. Rebound by Jeffroy. Nice job.
Well, Holliston's got numbers now if they hurry.
Zindelet takes it right into the paint and draws the foul. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Second foul on Medway. Holliston has none. 5:23 left to go in the first quarter. 6-3 Holliston in the lead.
Well, Holliston taking advantage of the numbers there. Meg Dowling, Downing, the captain for Medway, with a nice dive to try to save the ball underneath the Holliston basket, but had no support there, and Jeffroy able to take it away.
Yeah, she did a nice job. She came in alone, and there was no one to hit the ball to, and because she didn't, the Holliston players were able to get the ball, recover, and go down, and Grace was able to sink her second free throw. 7-3 Holliston, 5:15 and left in the first quarter. Good, tough man-to-man defense by Holliston. This
Childs.
Oh, nice
knocked
defense.
Away.
Got to look down.
Wells ahead to Powers, but she can't get a hold of it.
Yep, a little too late. You got to look down quickly. Tested a nice job defensively on Riley Childs, and then she led the break.
Three-pointer good for Childs, and it's 7-6 Holliston.
Oh, great pick. Jeffroy.
Zindelet gets along the baseline off the glass, no good. Lead pass ahead to Downing.
Oh, great D by Abby.
And Wells was there to take the charge, no call.
That was really nice defense. She really hit the hustle to get down there to beat the ball, and she was able to do it.
And foul is on to Zindelet, her first.
Ah, nice matchup by Abby Ray, and she was able to get the turnover and the double dribble. Holliston's getting right up in their face on man-to-man defense, and that's what you want to do. You want to be able to get right in their face, and hopefully, you got Brooke back there to settle down that anchor that defense in the back.
Wells three-pointer off the iron. Rebounded by Murray. Panthers quickly back on defense. Long three-pointer off the mark. Kazubel tried to keep it alive. Childs turnaround three. And nothing but threes for Medway, and they take the lead 9-7. 3:46 to go in the first quarter. Wide open Powers along the baseline.
Count it.
That's a great assist by Zindelet.
Yeah, long skip pass. The what you're seeing here with Childs, though, is we talked about her for a little bit. Really good player. She's committed to BU already, and she gets that ball. It's a catch and shoot from the three-point line. That's really pretty impressive. A lot of times you get a catch and shoot when you're under the basket or something, but as soon as she gets that ball, she's throwing it up for a three-pointer, and nice soft shot. Holliston stretching that defense.
Powers along the baseline, tried to get it to Jeffroy. Stolen by Zindelet, 3-on-1.
Oh, what a pass. That's what you want to do. Make that 3-on-1. That player has got to commit. Don't do anything until she commits. If she doesn't commit, you're going for the layup. If she does commit, then you go the other way. Nicely done by Grace Zindelet. A nice finish. 5
points for Tess Powers. Holliston takes the lead back. Childs caught onto the basket. Powers with another rebound. Got a foul on the outside. That is going to be the third on the Mustangs.
This is a night, as we said earlier, Tom, we're going to be honoring the these 1,000-point scorers, you know, and there's right now there's 4 women up there who've done it, and you know, sometimes these kids, they know what's going on, and they say, you know, I'm good too. I want to show off my wares too, and that's what basically Riley Giles and Grace Zindel are doing right now.
Number 1, Melanie Coleman comes in for the Panthers.
Oh,
Coleman
nice
with
bomb.
the rebound.
Count it.
Comes into the game and makes the basket.
Timeout. Medway.
Medway wants a timeout with 2:36 to go in the first quarter. Panthers leading the Mustangs 13-9.
Well, what Holliston has to do is keep the pressure on both offensively and defensively. You got to keep attacking and attacking and attacking, and looking for that open person. They're doing a very nice job offensively of spreading the floor, and defensively, like you said, they've made three threes. So you're gonna have to come out a little bit and challenge the three-point shot. But other than that, Holliston's played very well defensively.
Holliston coming into this game after a win on Tuesday night against Bellingham, 84-25. Grace Zindelet led the Panthers with 25 points. Junior Eliza Altabelli had 12 points and 10 rebounds for the double-double as Holliston had a big win. The Mustangs, on the other hand, lost a close one to Hopkinton, 47-42 on Tuesday for their first loss of the year.
Yeah, and that's pretty impressive, holding Hopkinton to 47 points. It's a good team, good coach, well-coached team, Medway is.
Medway 12-6 last year. Holliston 8-12, just missing the playoffs. They finished the season 7-6 after starting 1-6. So I think this team has some high expectations. There's Powers coming over the top against Childs. First personal against Powers.
Oh, great D by Brooke.
Jeffroy with the block. Ahead to Zindelet.
That's very impressive. Getting that block, holding it, and then getting the ball right out to the person breaking. Bang.
3-point by Coleman. And the junior guard has 5. Holliston with a 7-point lead, 16-9.
And that all started on defense. And what a nice block. She didn't, you notice, Brooke, she didn't swat it away. She was able to make the block and keep the ball. There's travel. Nice D by Tess Powers again.
Riley Childs draws a lot of traffic, and Holliston slapped the triple team on right there.
And you know, this Holliston defense is really playing really well so far tonight.
Medway looking to double up as well on top.
And they're playing that zone. Yeah, Grace knew it. She kind of got caught a little bit.
Zindelet called for the foul. That'll be the second on her as she was trying to challenge Childs for the ball under the basket.
And what Holliston was doing was really exactly what you want to do against the zone. Move that ball, make that zone move, make those girls move their feet. Sooner or later, you're going to get an opening, and when you get an opening, that's when you attack it.
Wells comes into the game for Zindelet, as well as number 2, Gabriela Ramirez-Brodeur. Minute 39 to go in the first quarter. Panthers leading by 7.
Interesting change here by Coach Iannone for Medway. You'd have thought with Tess out, they might have kept Childs in, but he didn't. He took her out.
Oh, there's a wild pass to the outside.
Nice.
That's going to be Panther ball.
Yeah, and Holliston matches up well. Nice
Brodeur
job.
Ahead to Wells.
Megan Coleman with a really nice screen.
Drive into the lane by Detremont. That's going to be the 4th personal on the Panthers this half.
On that foul, that's one of those fouls where, I'm sorry, Melanie Coleman, when Melanie reached in there, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to get a call against you, as she did. But in that situation, you got all ball. But the problem is you're almost always going to get that called against you. But nice defense by Melanie.
Coach Keefe goes to his bench for number 22, Eliza Altabelli. Had a great game against Bellingham on Tuesday night. 12 points, 10 rebounds. Detremont misses them both. Brodeur with the rebound. Head to Coleman. Wells from the corner. High rebound. We're down under a minute to go in the quarter.
Oh, nice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That I thought was a travel, but I guess they're going to call a foul.
Got Wells for the reach in. That's going to be her first foul. So 5 fouls on the Panthers, 3 on the Mustangs. Panthers up by 7, 16-9. 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jeffroy defending up top. Detremont.
Oh, that was blocked.
Wells with the rebound. Ramirez Brodeur brings it across half.
Yeah, now they can hold for one here if they want.
Knocked out of bounds. Holliston ball with 21 seconds to go and 21 on the shot clock. So
and against that zone, that unless they come out and play man, which they might be doing right now, and with this few seconds left on the clock, yeah, they switch to man. But you can still wait for that last shot if you want.
Wells won't go. Medway controls. 13 seconds to go in the quarter. And got a foul on Coleman. That's going to be her second. 6th on the Panthers, so the next one will be shooting. And number 10, Riley Childs, checks in for the Mustangs with 10 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Now this is a play to Childs, so you have to defend her, so you have to keep her not able to get that possession, and the play will fall apart.
Into the paint, shot no good. Brodeur with the rebound. 2 seconds to go. And the buzzer sounds, and that's the end of the first quarter. Holliston with the lead, 16-9. And the end of the first quarter, it's Coach's Corner. Brought to you by Holliston Girls Basketball on Facebook. Click like and show some love for the Panthers this season. Coach Keefe, love it. I've been preaching all season that defense and rebounding creates offense.
That's right.
And you saw that early tonight in the first quarter. I mean, 9 points for Medway, but that's only 3 3-pointers that they put up.
Yeah, it is, and you know they've done a really nice job. And of course, the really big play was the play where Brooke Jeffroy made the block, but a nice block, the right way. You don't slap at the ball; you control the ball. She controlled it, got the ball, and then made a really, really nice outlet pass. And that was one of the best plays of the first half. And you know, Holliston out here 16-9, holding this team to 9 points in a quarter is, you know, pretty good. So you got to, but now you got to go out and keep doing it. This is what it is in basketball. It's you know more than anybody, right? It's a give and take cycles back and forth, and streak. One has streak, one another streak. That will stop if you come out and play really tough defense. And if Holliston's committed to do that, they could be in good shape.
The Panthers have been consistent attacking the paint, and they've allowed no paint points for Medway.
Nice, Steve.
Belly with the defense.
Boy, Eliza's really doing a nice job playing defense.
Ahead to Wells, wide open. Blocked from behind by Childs, but it's going to roll out of bounds and be Holliston ball. So Powers, Wells, Coleman, Ramirez Brodeur, and Altabelli on the floor for Holliston to start this second quarter. Wells open on the right side. Shot no good.
Nice fight there by Ramirez Brodeur.
Baseline drive up and in by number 14, Samantha Murray.
Yeah, you can't let her get to the inside like that. You have to block off the inside, make her come to the outside to make that shot, and then there's some help back there for you.
Nice job there by Brodeur. Wells took it to the basket, blocked out of bounds. It's going to be white ball.
16-11, Holliston up by 5 with 7:13 left to go in the first half.
20 seconds on the shot clock. Into Altabelli. Kicks it out to Powers. Powers wide open for a three.
Bang!
Nothing but net for Tess Powers.
That's how you break a zone. There's two ways to break a zone. You can find it, dribble into it, and score, or you can stand outside and shoot, and the zone will give you those open shots, and that's what they want to do.
Nice defense by Powers, blocking off Childs. Murray battles.
Oh, the belly. Nice
belly
job.
With the ball.
Yeah, very nicely done. Boy, I like her out to belly. She does a nice job out there of getting down, getting tough with those rebounds, and then she comes down and she protects the ball.
Tess Powers with 8 points already tonight. Last season, she had 14 points and 10 rebounds against Norton for her high on the season. Wells goes to the ground in a battle. Jump ball called. Possession arrow is to the Panthers. 19-11, Panthers by 8. 6:28 to go in the first half.
Dangerous
Powers
pass.
to the baseline. Wells jump shot, no good. Controlled by the Mustangs.
Got to come down and play D. Don't let them set up their offense.
Runner from the baseline, rims out.
Oh, nice bound by Tess.
Powers quickly up to Brodeur.
I like this pace, Tom. I think
Brodeur into the paint.
Oh.
Try to kick it out to Powers.
I think this pace favors
Powers
Holliston.
with the rebound ahead to Wells.
Count it! Oh!
And
She got hit.
Abby Ray Wells taken to the floor, but she's going to go to the line to shoot two.
This pace, I believe, favors Holliston because they're, Holliston's pretty deep. They got a pretty deep bench there, and they can go, 7, 8, 9 deep. Makes the first, 20-11 Holliston. 5:53 left to go in the first half.
Cammie Kazubel, number 32, checks in. And
Nicely
Abby
done.
Ray Wells gets them both. Panthers take a 21-11 lead over the Mustangs. 3-point shot off the mark. Powers with the rebound. So Holliston extending their lead with Zindelet on the bench with 2 fouls.
Got to come to the ball and help her out. Jump ball.
This possession arrow is to the Mustangs.
You're not going to be able to dribble that much when they're coming out to you that close, but they should be. Once they double, someone should be open. You got to get that ball out early.
Well, when you're trying to double against a zone, as soon as the person with the ball turns their back to you, that's exactly what you want because Medway's coming up quickly on that double team. Kylie Sheehan with the 3-point shot.
Nice high arc.
21-14 Holliston.
See, what they're doing in Medway is switching from a zone to a man.
Wells to the floor. Moves it ahead to Powers. Drives baseline, taken away by Childs. Childs kicks it out.
Oh, nice D by Kazubel.
Sheehan.
Oh!
And Altobelli takes it away. Called for traveling. And we got a timeout on the floor. As we go, substitution. Grace DeZindelet, number 1, comes in for Coleman. So 4:42 to go in the first half. Panthers lead by 7, 21-14.
Now Grace is sitting with 2 fouls now, so she's going to have to be a little.
No, she just came back out.
No, Grace is in. Number 5.
Childs with Powers on her. Got called for the fouls.
Now, was that her third? Oh, no, that's not. Okay, that was on Kazubel. Yeah, Grace, I believe, still has 2 fouls on her. She's got to be really careful here. But you want to get a little scoring into your lineup also. 21-15, Holliston by 6. 4:28 left to go in the half.
Number 14, Jackie Alibrandi comes in, sophomore guard. Childs hits them both. She's got 8 points, half of the Mustang total. 21-16, Panthers by 5, 4:25 to go in the first half.
Now, they're back
There's
playing.
Childs on a reach-in foul.
They're back playing man-to-man, and right now, Grace's Inlet has the power and the height to be able to go in there and post up her man and be able to make a play in there. But you got to have a clear out for that, and you can do the clear out because they're still in the man-to-man defense.
Medway comes out of the scramble. Murray lost the handle. Turnaround, no good. Kept alive by Childs. Off the mark. Rebound by Powers. Jump ball is going to be
Holliston ball, right?
Should be Holliston ball. The last one went to the Mustangs.
No, jump ball should be Holliston ball, I believe, shouldn't it? I thought they had the.
All right, they're giving it to Medway. Oh, they got a foul on Medway, though.
Well, so Holliston wins that one, and then they're going to get the ball the next possession.
The fouls are tied at 7 apiece, so both teams shooting 1-1. 4 minutes to go as DeZindelet brings it up. Medway's in a man-to-man D. DeZindelet pull-up jumper is good.
That's what they need. They need that little spurt, the little offensive spurt there. 23-16.
8 points for both captains on the Panthers right now. Childs goes baseline, too deep. And out comes Alibrandi.
That's a beautiful pass.
DeZindelet.
What a beautiful pass.
Childs taking it coast to coast. Off the glass, no good. And here's DeZindelet off to the races. Does two stars battle. DeZindelet.
And one.
To the basket and draws the foul. Well, we just saw the two stars go.
Wait a minute, what did they call that? Did they call that they didn't call it an offensive foul, did they?
They did call that an offensive foul. And that's the third personal foul.
They called that an offensive foul?
Wow, we got a timeout with 3:14 in the first half. Panthers up 23-16. That was a tough turn of events for Holliston right there.
Yeah, and they didn't count. They didn't count the basket either, right?
For the basket, no good. Foul on DeZindelet. Now she's got 3. That'll force Coach Keefe to put her on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Well, yeah, and the rest of the first half, and even you come out in the third quarter, she's going to have to be a little careful. Now you can pick and choose if you want to. There's a couple things you can do. You can go zone, kind of take her out of the opportunity, but you really don't want to do that because your team is playing so well man to man. So you find somebody she can play, and just have her play off it a little bit. But right now, Holliston holding a 7-point lead with 3:14 left to go in the first half.
So after that timeout, Coach Keefe sends out Coleman, Alibrandi, Wells, Powers, and Jeffroy. Childs.
Blocked
by Jeffroy. Hard off the glass, no good. Wells with the ball, and she's fouled.
Nice job. And Holliston will be going to line shooting 1-1.
So that'll send Wells to the line.
So both teams now in the bonus situation. This is where foul shooting is so important. It always comes down to foul shooting. 3:01 left to go in the first half. 23-16. Holliston up by 7. Abby Ray, Wells shooting 1-1.
First one, no good. So 2:58 to go. Panthers lead by 7. Nice look.
Nice
but
back
Jeffroy
door.
with the rebound.
Jeffroy is quietly playing a really nice game defensively. What a nice pick.
Alibrandi across to Powers. Three-pointer. Rims out. Wells chases it. Keeps it alive, but Childs takes the ball. We got a back
carry. Yep, we got a carry right here. So, 2:32 left to go in the first half. 23-16 Holliston.
Childs had to think a little bit about that drive with Tess Powers in front of her between her and the basket.
Tess has done a very nice job tonight. That's a very tough situation she's put in there to cover Riley Childs. Got to be careful on these passes. Can't lob them.
A little give and go. Now checks it back out. Coleman, baseline, Powers into Jeffroy. Shot, no good.
Well, Brooke had the right idea there. She went to go off the glass, which she's supposed to do, and just was a little bit ahead of time. Oh, and Melanie Coleman.
On Coleman. That's going to be her third.
Yeah. And if that's the 10th.
No, it's the 9th.
That's nice. I'll be shooting 1 and 1.
So Kuzubel's going to come in for Coleman.
(23-17). Holliston by 6. 2:09 left to go in the first half. No shot, line violation. 23-17, score remains.
2:09 to go in the first half.
See, what they're doing is they're just extending that zone out a little bit, out to midcourt. And this is a good timeout by Coach Keefe. They're extending that zone out a little bit. So you got to be a little more aggressive going after that zone. When they extend the zone, well, what happens? Obviously, you get more spacing in the middle. So you've got to send somebody through the middle and have them get the ball quickly, and then you can score.
2:04 to go in the first half. Panthers lead 23-17. Well, Holliston's got to come up with a defensive stop here, a couple of them right down the end, because we've seen this, Jay. As you get close to the end of the first half, you want to keep that momentum. Holliston with a 6-point lead, and the way they're going to protect that lead is defensively and keeping Medway out of the paint. They have not given the Mustangs any layup baskets, really, inside that red rectangle.
And you're so right, Tom. I mean, this is the time right here where you say, okay, we've worked hard. We've got this 6-point lead. We got to go out and protect it. We can't let them score a couple quick baskets and close this gap any closer than this before halftime.
So Wells, Kazubel, Powers, Alibrandi, and Jeffroy out there for Holliston. Into Riley Childs for the layup, and there's some paint points for the Mustangs.
They're going to design plays for her, and you know what you may want to do at some point is double her.
Wells ahead to Powers. Baseline jumper, no good, comes right back to number 15. Kazubel sets up for a shot, and number 32 nails it.
25-19, 1:31 to go in the first half. Holliston up by 6.
Childs
be careful now.
Away from Powers, pull up jumper, no good. Jeffroy cleans the glass.
Now you can come out if you want here. If you want to come out, and they're going to double, right? Yeah, you've got to be watching it. You've got to know they're going to be doubling every time.
Childs, another pull-up jumper. This one rims out. Nice rebound by Murray, but Jeffroy with her hand on the ball couldn't pull it in.
You've got to keep 2 players back, because every time Holliston comes up, they're doubling them. So right before you come into the double, you want to hit the other player. Nice three by Childs.
Childs.
Inside a minute left now, 53 seconds.
13 points for the Medway star. Baseline runner by Powers.
Nice, nice.
And she's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
25-22. Holliston up by 3 with 48 seconds left to go in the first half. Oh, they needed that. Nice shooter's touch right there. They need that. 26-22. Holliston by 4. Nicely
Powers
done.
gets them both. 10 points for the senior captain.
And 2 big shots by Tess Powers.
So 47 seconds to go in the first half. 3-pointer by Medway off the mark. Sheehan comes away with the ball. Childs kicks it out. Deep 3. Bangs home for Sheehan. Kylie Sheehan.
Well, Jackie Alibrandi did the right thing there. She had to leave her man to go and help out on Riley Childs, because you know Riley Childs' chances are going to make that shot. And she wanted to give her play the opportunity. And
Childs knocked the ball out of bounds, and they called it Medway ball. So Medway's going to get a chance here, down by 2, 18 seconds to go in the half. Zubel on Dowling. Childs with the ball. Kicks it around at Kylie Sheehan. No good. Jeffroy with the rebound.
That's a foul. That's a foul. You can't. Now, you know, when Grace came on, she was 1-on-3, and she went into the basket. Go to the basket, they call a foul. Here, they're not calling that a foul. And it's confusing because you don't know what we can and can't do.
Holliston loses the ball out of bounds, but they keep the lead. So at the end of the first half, Holliston goes into the locker room, leading the Medway Mustangs 27-25. We'll be back with second half action after the break.
First, we would like to thank Dr. Brad Jackson for his leadership and willingness to take on this project. Along the fan sideline of the court, you will notice the 180 bricks that our family of supporters purchased as part of making this new floor a reality. Additionally, we would like to recognize our 3 levels of corporate sponsors. First, our silver sponsors who donated $1,000 towards the floor. Max Cantor from Connections Physical Therapy. Kyle Mardo from TD Bank. Benjamin Kelly from Middlesex Savings Bank. The Holliston High School girls basketball program, represented by captains Tess Powers and Grace DeZindalet. And Brian Sweeney from Sweeney Custom Homes and Renovations. Next, our gold sponsors who donated $2,500. Chuck Kazubel from Brady Enterprises. Laurie Jeffroy from the Holliston Athletic Boosters Association. Scott Damagella from Holliston Oil Services. And Ed Daniels from Vesta Real Estate Group. Our platinum sponsors who donated $5,000 or more towards the floor. Jason Krantz from Definitive Healthcare. Joe Gentili from Holliston Youth Basketball. Dan Larch from Holliston Youth Baseball Softball Association. We would like to recognize the following members of the group for what they have done behind the scenes. Sue and Scott Edwards. Nancy Powers. Rebecca Kazarian. Jeff Lynch. Sue Lynch. Steve Snow. Call Karen Jewett over to recognize that this court would not have been possible without her. Thank you, Karen, for your dedication and endless time that you put into making this happen. And now we would like to recognize our 1,000-point scorers. The first player does not have his name on the banner yet because his information was only recently discovered by Ken Dunn, the Holliston High sports historian and author of the new book, Holliston Panther Football. But this player's name will be added to the banner very soon. He started his high school basketball career just 19 years after Dr. James Naismith invented basketball. He graduated from Holliston High 104 years ago. He scored 1,003 points, He was a 4-year starter for 4 consecutive Central Massachusetts state championship teams. Upon graduation, he went to Massachusetts Agricultural College, now known as UMass Amherst. He started in football, basketball, and baseball. He left college in 1917 and joined the military, where he served in France during World War I, and he was a victim of mustard gas while serving there. He returned to college and was elected the captain of the football team and class president in 1920. But unfortunately, he died in 1920 as a result of the flu and pneumonia epidemic. From the Holliston High School class of 1914, please salute Alan Leon Pond. Our second player at Holliston High School scored 1,246 points. He played on teams that won over 30 consecutive Tri-Valley League basketball games. He was named to the Boston Globe and Boston Herald All-Scholastics teams and was named to multiple Tri-Valley League All-Star teams. At Northeastern University, he was a 2-time Division I Academic All-American. He was also a 2-time District All-American. He broke almost every Northeastern scoring record at the time, and he still holds the single-season scoring average of 24.6 points per game. He ranked in the top 20 nationally for field goals and free throws percentage as a senior and graduated magna cum laude in accounting. He earned a master's degree from Harvard Business School, was drafted by the Detroit Pistons in 1978, played professionally in Greece for 3 years. He was inducted at the Northeastern Athletics Hall of Fame in 1989 and was inducted to the New England Basketball Hall of Fame in 2006. He was selected to the Colonial Athletic Association Basketball Legends team in 2007. He is currently the CEO of the Green Company and lives in Wellesley with his wife of 39 years, Donna Sullivan, who is also a Holliston alum. And he has 2 daughters, Logan and Skylar, and his parents, Conrad and Donna, who still live locally. From the Holliston High School class of 1974, David Caligaris. She scored 1,124 points at Holliston High. She played 4 years of varsity basketball and was a co-captain in 1985 and 86. She was the first girl at Holliston High to score 1,000 points in varsity basketball. She was also the Tri-Valley League's leading scorer and All-Star from 1982 to 1986. She was named to the MIAA tournament team 1984 and 85, and she was awarded the Fred W. Miller Award for Outstanding Athletic and Academic Achievement. She was an All-Star high jump for the Holliston track team 1982 and 1986. She took second place in the girls' Scholastic State Meet in high jump in 1985. Some of her best school memories, including scoring her 1,000th point against Millis and the rivalry Holliston had with Westwood girls in the TVL, where in one game she scored 26 points and grabbed 18 rebounds versus Westwood. She also remembers fondly her amazing teammates and the special bond they had as a basketball team. She went on to the University of Rhode Island, where she played 4 years of college basketball and made the Dean's List at URI. She graduated in 1990 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication. And at Framingham State University, she completed her post-baccalaureate studies in elementary education in 2008. She attained membership in the Kappa Delta Phi Honor Society in Education. She currently is the Executive Assistant in the Office of Teaching and Learning at the Framingham Public Schools, and she is also Director of the Dream Basketball Camps and Clinics. She lives in Holliston with her son Dylan, and her dad, William, her sister Kara, and brother Ray also live in the area. From Holliston High School, class of 1986, Kristen Walters. He scored 1,036 points. He was named three-time Tri-Valley League Basketball All-Star. He was the Tri-Valley League Player of the Year and MVP in 1987. He also played football and track while here at Holliston. He went on to Dalhousie University in Halifax, Nova Scotia, where he played basketball and was the captain of the men's basketball team. He graduated in 1992 with a degree in history. He has worked over 20 years in technology, marketing, and sales. He currently lives in Wellesley with his wife, Catherine, and their twin daughters who are here tonight, Kate and Emerson. From Holliston High School, class of 1987, David Paquette. She scored 1,994 points at Holliston High, was a 4-time Tri-Valley League All-Star, a 3-time Tri-Valley League Most Valuable Player, and she was a 2-time Boston Globe All-Star. She was named Boston Globe Player of the Year in 1993. During her 4 seasons at UConn, the team compiled a record of 132 wins and 8 losses, a 94.3% winning percentage. The team at that time also appeared in 4 NCAA tournaments, won the 1995 NCAA championship, advanced to the 1996 Final Four, the 1997 and 98 Final Eights, and won 4 Big East championships and 4 Big East titles. She was named to the 1994 Big East All-Rookie team. She was named to the 1995 NCAA Tournament All-Final Four team. She was named 95 and 96 Big East Tournament Most Outstanding Player and was named to the Big East All-Star Tournament all 4 years. She was named the 1996 All-America First Team by the UPI and AP. She was awarded the 1996 Victor Award as the nation's top female collegiate player. She was named to the Associated Press 1997 All-America First Team and Player of the Year and was runner-up for the 1997 Boost Naismith National Player of the Year. She was one of 3 finalists for the 1997 Women's College Basketball SB team. She was named a 1997 All-American by Basketball America, United States Basketball Writers Association, and Kodak. She was also named the 1997 Big East Conference Women Basketball Player of the Year. She still ranks 2nd among all-time USA World Championship competitors for block shots with 11. And she is currently one of only 10 players in the world to have won the elusive set of the NCAA National Championship in '95, the WNBA Championship in '99, and the Olympic gold medal in 2000. And in 2017, she was inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in Knoxville, Tennessee. From the Holliston High School class of 1993, Kara Walters. She scored 1,188 points for Holliston High, and she was a 3-point star playing soccer, basketball, and softball. She earned 13 varsity letters, including starting first baseman in softball as an 8th grader. She played on 8 Tri-Valley League championship teams, 4 in soccer, 3 in softball, and 1 in basketball. At Wheaton College, she was a 4-year basketball player, winning the 1996-97 Basketball Rookie of the Year. She graduated in 2000 with a major in psychology and a minor in education. She went on to Bridgewater State and earned her master's in special education. She's been a stay-at-home mom for the last 9 years, but prior to that, she was a middle school special education teacher, and she plans to return to teaching special education in the future. She and her husband, James, live in Franklin with their 3 children, Michael, Julia, and James Jr. From the Holliston High School class of 1996, Stacy Awa Koshavaki. She scored 1,177 points at Holliston High School. She was a nominee for the 2015 McDonald's Basketball High School All-America team. She was named the 2015 Metro West Daily News Female Athlete of the Year. She was a 3-sport star participating in basketball, track, and soccer. She was a 3-time Tri-Valley League MVP and a 9-time Tri-Valley League First-Team All-Star. She was the Division III track state champion in both the high jump and the 400 meters. She went on to Southern New Hampshire University, where she was named the 2015-2016 Northeast 10 Conference Basketball Rookie of the Year. She was also selected to the Northeast 10 Conference Basketball All-Rookie team. She was selected to the 2017 Northeast 10 All-Conference Basketball team. She was also named to the 2017 Northeast 10 Academic All-Conference Basketball team. She's also a member of the HU women's basketball and field team. She is currently majoring in environmental science with minors in biology and world language cultures. She has been named to the SNHU Presidents and Dean list and has attained the 2015, 2016, and 2016-2017 Northeast 10 Commissioner's Academic Role. She is also currently 25 points short of scoring her 1,000th point at Southern New Hampshire University. When not in school, she lives in Holliston with her father Kurt, her mother Barbara, and her brother Christian. From Holliston High School, class of 2015, Kylie Lorenzen. We would also like to thank the following people who assisted with the research for this banner. In alphabetical order, Coach Rita Atkinson, Ed Daniels, Ken Dunn, Tom Emmons, Coach Kristen Hedrick, Joanne Holbert, Coach Tom Keogh, Coach Rick Naughton, and John Shanahan. And last but not least, we want to thank our athletic director, Matt Baker, for making this all possible. Thank you all, and congratulations to our 1,000-point scorers.
Hi, we're here with Holliston Panther 1,000-point scorers Dave Caligaris and Dave Paquette in a very loud Paul Rolls Fieldhouse. Dave Caligaris, talk to you first. How's it feel to be back here at the Fieldhouse here at Holliston? Pretty exciting, bring back some memories?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I was saying to somebody, I haven't been here in 40 years, but it looks very much the same other than being much updated and things, but the feel is the same. Love the floor. The floor is a nice upgrade for everybody.
Yes, everybody wanted this floor, and now we finally got it. Yeah. How about you, Dan?
It's about the same for me. I mean, it's been about 30 years since I've been here. I'm jealous of the floor as well, and probably like Mr. Caligaris here, I'm very jealous of the three-point line. So we didn't have that. We missed that. But,
when did that come in, anyways?
1988, the year after I was here. So yeah.
Yeah, I never had that at any of the levels I played at. So.
What about your favorite memory, Dave, from playing here in Holliston?
You know, I have a lot of memories playing here at Holliston. I think the biggest thing that I've taken away is not so much a specific memory or game. It's the fact that when you play in high school, it's probably the last time that you ever play any team sport with the kids you grew up with, and you played the same sport with for 10 plus years. And so I remember, playing in this gym and playing in the middle school gym with, guys I grew up with and I played CYO with, and we won a state tournament in CYO, and then you go off and you play in college and you do some good things, and these guys have all achieved really, really great things. But, when you play with the kids you grew up with in your neighborhood, at the end of a street, it's something special, and that's what I remember when I come back in here.
And what about you, Dave? Now, you played with Coach Tom Keogh.
I did.
Now, did he let you play your halftime music this loud, your warm-up music?
I don't even remember having music when we played. There were many games we only got to play a half, unfortunately. But when you say a memory, the thing that is so different in those days than it is here, we had a big rivalry with Medfield. I think you guys probably did as well. So my junior and senior year, 3 of the 4 games, there was bench-clearing skirmishes. Players, fans, parents. Made for quite an emotion. In today's world, that you'd never see that, but in those days, it happened.
Oh, yeah. Medfield back in the day, the little bandbox they had there, the fans were right on top of you.
Yeah, and they had a coach that loved to sort of get people all riled up with his style of play and the sort of quotes he put in the newspaper. So people got cranked. It was fun. A lot of fun.
Okay, guys, well, thank you both very much. Congratulations. Heck of an honor. You guys did a good job. Hey, you might have even scored a few points against Ashland, huh?
A couple. Mickey Strand, Mickey Strand?
Absolutely. He's a lot younger than me. You guys are a lot younger than me. So thank you both very much, and congratulations, and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much.
Dave Paquette. Dave Paquette and Dave Caligaris.
All right, we're here with Holliston Panther 1,000-point scorers. The female side of the ledger, we've got Kylie Lorenzen, Stacy Auer, and Kristen Walters. Thanks for being here, ladies. Just want to talk a little bit about maybe your favorite memory of being here at the field house. You've been back here, Kylie. We've seen you back before.
Hasn't been too long since I graduated, but honestly, it's a brand new court, which is awesome to see. But probably playing Medfield, those games, just winning, like being the underdog always, and just fun memories with my teammates that I'll never forget, really.
Stacy, how about you? How's it feel to be back?
It feels great. Probably my best memory is beating Westwood, beating their winning streak. Along, I don't know how many games it was, but...
Yeah, Westwood, a big powerhouse there for a long time.
Well, Kristen, you set the tone. You were the first one to score 1,000 points for the girls team here.
Yep.
Was the game a lot different than what you saw tonight?
The game is a lot different now. Everyone's shooting 3 points. So if you think about it, way back then, I couldn't score 3-point shots. So I think I had to work harder to get my points, but no. The game has evolved a lot. It's great to watch. I wish we had this floor when I played. Would have been a lot nicer, but I'm so glad to see that it's here now and that the up-and-coming teams can enjoy it.
Now, you all played multiple sports. Was basketball your favorite sport?
Yes, I would say so.
You got a varsity letter as an 8th grader, is that what I saw?
I did, yes, in softball.
That's quite an honor to play with varsity when you're in 8th grade.
It was. Very, very honored and grateful for that.
Now, Kylie, you're doing well up at Southern New Hampshire University, leading your team. You're closing in on 1,000 points at Southern New Hampshire. Is it as much fun on the college level as it was in the high school level?
Definitely different type of fun, but very enjoyable still. So both great accomplishments. So having fun still.
Well, we want to thank you three, and thank you all for all you did for Holliston. And you're all a great inspiration to these young girls who are playing today. And I know, Kylie, you were probably inspired by some of these young women. So thank you for what you've done. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you at halftime of this game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, teams are back on the court. Panthers leading by 2, 27-25. Leading scorer for the Medway Mustangs, Captain Riley Childs, number 10, has 13 points on the night. For the Panthers, number 15, senior captain Tess Powers with 10. Number 5, senior captain Grace DeZindelet with 8 for Holliston.
Well, Holliston came out really on fire and really playing with a sense of urgency, and then you got a little bit of foul trouble, and Grace got in a little bit of foul trouble. She had to sit out a little bit, but they played a really good, solid first quarter defensively.
Baseline shot by DeZindelet, a couple of steps by Childs, no call.
And after that, and then the second half, Holliston once again was playing great, and then in the last minute or two in the second half, that's when Medway scored quite a few of their points.
So DeZindelet, Powers, Kazubal, Jeffroy, and Wells.
No, see, and that triple team comes up. You had mentioned that earlier, Tom. They go into a triple team on Childs, and she traveled. So nice work defensively by Holliston. $7:15 left to go in the third quarter. Holliston up by 2, 27-25 in the ball.
Kazubal, jump shot, off the glass, no good. Childs with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Sheehan.
Yeah.
Three-pointer is good by the junior guard, and Medway takes its first lead of the night, 28-27. DeZindelet with a three-pointer, nothing but net for the senior captain.
She answers, 30-28, Holliston by 2.
Sheehan with Wells on her. Kicked it
Nice
out.
block.
Downing, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Medway ball.
I couldn't see if that was Kazubal or if it was Jeffroy, but whoever it was a nice block.
Had a lot of ball on that one. That's good. Childs up and in.
No.
And the Star misses the layup. Powers in the paint, off the glass, no call. Big crash there. Riley Childs at full speed and puts that one off the glass for a bucket.
Yeah,
Tie this up at 30.
And see what she did there, left hand, left side. Ooh.
Childs full speed, layup is good. And Coach Keefe wants to tie him out after a couple of layups by the Medway Star. It's
Well,
32-30 Medway.
Yeah, the Holliston pass has got to be a little more crisp on. They're kind of floating the ball there, and what happens, when you float a ball, you give that defense time to react to it, and then you got to get back on defense. They were getting back on defense really well in that first quarter, but right now a little bit lax in there. So I think coach is telling them, guys, you got to step it up a bit. We had the lead. They're only down by 2 now, so it's not like the ball game's any issue here, but you had the lead playing a particular way. You got to sustain that way of playing basketball.
Right, and you don't want to. I think Coach Keefe also wants to talk to him a little bit about number 10. There's nothing like a competitor like Riley Childs wants to do more than just take over the game personally.
Right.
When you think your team is behind, you want to get that lead. And going coast to coast works for number 10.
Yeah.
So Holliston's got to keep their eye on that double digit there. Make somebody else beat you. We know Bill Belichick likes to preach that. Don't let their star take it to you.
And there's two ways. There's two thoughts there, and Belichick does do that. Take away your best player. The other thing is Red Auerbach's theory was let them get 80 points, but shut everybody else down. So you can, as long as your team scores 81, you're in good shape.
Right.
But so you can do it either way, but you just got to figure out which way you want to do it.
Nikki Sheehan, number 5, causing a turnover by the Panthers.
Yeah, Grace is in the very wise. He said to her teammates, settle down here.
Childs, jump shot off the mark. Nice rebound by Murray.
See, now defensively, Jeffroy, when she was on Childs there, what she did is she made her move the shot to an uncomfortable position, and Childs wasn't able to make it. You gotta get out. You got 5 seconds. Oh, and there's a foul.
Wells draws the foul. Now, nice job there.
Yeah.
Number 5, Nikki Sheehan, has been tenacious on the defense and causing some problems for Holliston.
Yeah, and
that's just the first foul on number 5.
And that time, Tess came out and she threw a very nice screen.
Jeffroy sets a pick. Powers jump shot off the mark. Childs it, bringing up across half.
That's sad. Yeah.
Well, good job by the Panthers.
What happens?
Number 10 take an extra thought.
What happens a lot of times? A lot of these girls have played, a lot of AAU and stuff like that. In that game, it's a faster-paced game, and you're used to playing that game, and now you're coming to this game. It's just a hair slower. That's what makes you cause some of those walks. Count it.
And Brooke Jeffroy with a smooth shot there puts in her first bucket of the night. Holliston pulls within 2. And 5:01 to go in the third quarter.
And Brooke is someone.
Childs kicks it to Murray. No good. Gets her own rebound. Won't go. Childs with the rebound. Comes up short. And it's going to be white ball out of bounds after that scramble.
Now, another thing Holliston can do is clear out and let Brooke post up down low. Because Brooke has the advantage when she's down low. .447 left to go in the third quarter. Holliston down by 2, 34-32.
Medway showing a full court man press, and Childs got called for the reach in on Wells. That's should be her second foul. It is. Zindelet, baseline jumper, no good. Kazubel keeps it alive. But another rebound for Riley Childs. Deep three-pointer off the mark, out of bounds.
Holliston
ball. Coach Keith goes to his bench for 3 fresh Panthers. Coleman, number 1, Alibrandi, number 14, and Altabelli, number 22.
Okay, so here's your full court man press. Broken fairly easily by Holliston. Now you got to get it out of there because you can't get it down the corner. See, that's what the press wants. The press wants you to get that ball down into the corner because then you actually have 4 defenders, the 2 against you, the backcourt line and the sideline. So you got to keep that ball in the middle of the court. And when you get that ball to lead, bring it to the middle of the court.
Nice step up by Altabelli. Murray, jumper is good. 6 points for Samantha Murray. Medway takes a 4-point lead back. Zindelet behind a screen for a 3-pointer. Riley Childs coming back.
Ooh, little steps there.
Deep 3-pointer by Childs, rattles home. And Riley Childs with 7 points brings her to 20 on the game. Zindelet 3-pointer
answers.
Good.
Yep.
14 points for the Holliston captain.
Kind of one of these Larry Bird, Dominique Wilkins moments there.
Oh yeah.
One makes it and the other answers.
Medway by 4.
Whoa.
Baseliner, no good. Murray with the
Oh,
rebound
no.
Gonna be called for the foul.
Wow. .3:14 left to go in the third. Holliston down by 4. Medway at the line, shooting 2. Makes the first, 40-35. Holliston down by 5.
And Murray makes them both. 8 points for the junior. Zindelet.
Wow, okay.
Shot from behind, hit in the face, and we've got a foul on Medway.
She got hit right in the eye.
Might be looking for a contact lens if I did my lip reading right.
Oh, you can lose those in your eyes, right?
Well, they can slide to the side.
Ugh.
Little.
Did you ever wear contacts?
Oh yeah.
Did you? Yeah. I don't think I'd ever put anything in my eye.
You get used to it, believe me.
Wow. Oh. Anyway, she's got the line shooting 2. Holliston down 6, 41-35. 3:07 left to go in the third quarter.
Brooke Jeffroy, number 12, checks back in.
And the captain just misses that one.
Cross-court pass by Childs. Dowling finds her on the right wing. Childs drives the left hand up and in and is going to go to the line.
You know, you're really well schooled with that. You know, as I said earlier, left hand, left side. You know, it's a really tough thing to do when you're a right-hander, but you've got to do it. And by doing that, you don't get the shot blocked. So you not only make the shot, now you get the shot at the free throw.
Well, that basket gives Medway a 7-point lead, their biggest of the game, with 2:31 to go here in the third quarter. That's the second personal foul on Powers.
Got an issue with the clock if you're wondering what the issue is here. We're setting it to 2:44 in the third.
Thank you to everybody out watching the game on Facebook Live. This is another HCAT first. Well, we were live for some football games, but now this is our first live basketball game.
And wishing you all season's greetings, too, while we're doing that.
Merry Christmas, everybody. 23 points for the senior captain of the Medway Mustangs. Holliston trails by 8. Brandy into Coleman.
There it is. There's the open. Yeah.
Powers for the open
Nice.
jumper.
Nice job. That was a nice pass by Melanie Coleman. She came across the lane and down on the back, along the back line. They made a really nice pass to a wide open Tess Powers, who finished.
Powers on Childs. Steps back for a deep three. No good. And Ella Brandy out of the, or Zindelet out of the pack.
And
Steps
fouled,
up, jumper, and gets a foul call. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
They're back to attacking, Tom, and that's what they've got to do. And we said this early in the game. You have to keep attacking offensively and defensively against this Medway team.
Well, Zindelet's got 3 fouls on her. If she's going to pick up her 4th foul, it better be offensively.
Yeah.
Calmly sinks that basket.
Well, let's just put it this way. On the books, she has 3 fouls. I'll let her go with that. 40-44, Holliston down 4. 2 minutes left to go in the third. She doesn't make the second.
Holliston down by 4, 44-40. Medway in the lead. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
They definitely need to stop here.
3-point shot, no good. Childs gets it, kicks it back out.
Look down, nice look by Melanie.
To the Zindelet, she's wide open. Misses the jumper though, under the basket. She wants that one back.
Yeah, she went too much to the middle, I think, and she knows it. Nice look by Melanie Coleman on that. And then Melanie comes up and gets what may be her 4th foul.
That's going to send Medway captain Meg Downing to the line to shoot 2. That foul was on Coleman. That's Coleman's 4th foul. Well, you always say, Jay, when you got 4, play wide open.
Yeah, that's what you do. It doesn't matter when you protect when you have 3, and you want to make sure they don't pick up that 4th too early. But once you get that 4th, well, go for it. There's really, there's nothing. Because if you don't, what tends to happen is you play so tentatively that it disrupts your defense.
Coach Keefe subs out Coleman for Wells. As Downing hits the second one. Holliston trailing by 5, but they've got the ball.
Nice.
Into Jeffroy.
That was nice job by Jeffroy to force the out-of-bounds play.
Good positional play on Dowling.
Brooke Jeffroy was so smart on that. What she did is she put her hands up. She had the post, put her hands up, demanded the ball, and took it in and tried. Now, okay, you don't make the basket, but you're still playing really smart basketball by doing that. And then she plays good defense, causes the turnover, gives her team the ball back again, down 5 with 1:14 left in the third.
Holliston turns it over as they're not able to get the ball in.
Yeah, while you're out of bounds plays, you got to have some picks. Throw some picks and to open up, spring somebody free.
Shot off the mark, no good. Holliston ball. So break for the Panthers. 1 minute even to go in the third quarter. Holliston trailing by 5. So the strategy here is score, stop, score.
And with a bunch of these possessions, Tom, that Medway is letting Holliston, giving them the opportunity to score. Whoa, what was that?
Knocked it away from the Zindelet.
Look down.
Holliston,
there you go.
turnover.
There you go. Left hand, left side, count it.
And the Zindelet makes no doubt there. Nice job by Wells, scooting that ball ahead to the senior captain.
And that's right. Oh, here's another one.
Another break on a steal.
Count it.
And another quick basket, and Holliston's down by 1. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And everything's spurred off the defense. We know that. We tell you that all the time, and it's happening again tonight.
Sheehan drives. Jeffroy puts up a
Oh, what a
nice
big rebound. She went up high. Look at this. Get it down. She's feeling it.
Zindelik.
What a pass.
Brodeur laid it up and couldn't bring it home. But number 2 will go to the line to shoot 2 with 9 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Well, Gabby just got just about 4 inches too much under the basket. Otherwise, she'd have been able to use the backboard on that. But really nice job. And what a nice pass by Zindelik, too. Defense is spurring this on. Makes the first tie ball game. 9.3 seconds left to go in the third. Very nicely done by Holliston. Makes them both.
Brodeur puts the Panthers back in the lead. 9 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Holliston up 46-45. And we got a foul on the outside.
Yeah.
Holliston had just the 4th on them.
If you're going to play her on that, you've got to understand she's going to get right here. You know she's going to get the ball. Just absolutely deny her. You know she's going to get the ball. There she comes around. See?
Shot and makes the bucket with 1 second to go. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. And Medway takes the lead back, 47-46. End of the third quarter. It's time for
This Week in the Tri-Valley League.
Brought to you by Holliston Youth Basketball, providing quality programs for boys and girls K through 8th grade. Check out hollistonbasketball.com for more information. Well, one of the graduates and a featured guest tonight of the Holliston Youth Basketball Association is Kylie Lorenzen. Class of 2015, Kylie Lorenzen being honored as a 1,000-point scorer. Well, she is actively playing in her junior year for Southern New Hampshire University and is leading the Penmen to their 8-4 record. They're in 3rd place in the New England 10 Conference, and the 3rd leading scorer in the conference is Lorenzen with 19 points a game, and also the 3rd leading rebounder with 10 rebounds a game. She's tearing it up, and she's just 25 points away from 1,000 at Southern New Hampshire in just her 3rd season.
And the way she's going, she'll have that pretty much maybe by they go back. She goes back, I guess, December 27th. So I'm not sure when they play, but the next game or two, she should have her 1,000 points, and then she'll be moving on from there. What a, with her, it's just super athlete. Everybody knows, but what a nice kid. It's. You see these kids. The other thing is, tremendous student athlete, very, very good athlete, and very, very strong student. She's doing very well academically up there.
Wells had the ball tapped away. Zindelik cross-court pass to Powers. Knocked away, scooped up by Zindelik with Childs on her. Wells open, wide open up front. Up top. Childs off to the races. Holliston trailing by 1. Now we got a whistle.
Yeah, looks like a foul on Brooke. So this is that point in the game, Tom, where we talked earlier about the decision. What decision do you make? Do you try and just take Riley Childs out of the game, or do you take everyone else out? Well, right there, that might answer your question. You might want to take Riley. Try and double team Riley Childs.
Powers fighting a double team. Gets it to Zindelik.
Oh, that's whoa! That is so smart a play by Grace Zindelik. Taking that ball. A lot of people would turn around and just take that shot. She takes it right in and gets a foul. She's either going to make the layup in one, or she's going to get a 2-shot foul, and she's getting the 2-shot foul. Holliston down by 4, 50-46, 7:15 left in the ball game. Makes the first. It makes them both.
So 22 for DeZindelet, 23 for Childs. Panthers trail by just 2. Three-point shot rattles home for Childs. She has 26.
Be careful with the passes here. That's it. Nice job by Tess.
Jeffroy steps around a double team.
Yep.
Knocked away. High off the glass, no good. But over the back, Childs able to get the ball without fouling.
Yeah, that was tough. And that right there is where, having 3 fouls, Grace wasn't able to finish. Wasn't able to defend as well because she has to stay totally away, so it doesn't look like she's fouling at all. And it looks like Holliston's going to call a timeout.
Coach Keefe wants to talk to his team as Medway leads 55-48. 6:32 to go in the ball game. Panthers had clawed their way back to within 1 at the end of the third, but it's 8-2 here to start the fourth quarter, and Coach Keefe wants to talk to his team before any more time slips away.
Yeah, it's 8-2, and a lot of it, the reason is because of Riley Childs. And, I keep saying, you've got to decide, are you going to take her out of this game? Are you going to double or maybe triple team her? Now, when they've triple teamed her twice, she's had the turnovers. So, but she's also a tremendous passer, and she has the height advantage where she can look for her open teammates, and she will do that. So you have to be really careful. You have to know if you're going to try and shut her down by double or triple teaming her. That's okay, but you got to make sure that the person that you're leaving doesn't score baskets.
Well, usually when you put a double team on a player like Childs, they look backwards for the open pass. That gives it does give a little time for your defense to recalibrate and rotate to the ball. Holliston is pretty quick to the ball, so maybe they can pull it off and force Medway to have to make 2 or 3 good passes to beat that kind of double team. Childs on a pick and roll. Sheehan shot off the front. Downing lays it up and in. 6 points for Dowling. And more importantly, a bigger lead for Medway. DeZindelet goes to the floor. Possession arrow is for Medway. So Panthers trail by 9. They need a stop here. Try to get some offensive mojo going.
And the other thing you got to do, Tom, on the misses, you got to box out.
And Childs splits a double team, puts it off the glass, no good, but will go to the line and shoot 2.
See, she's got the good size too, as I said earlier. So it's not like you can just easily defend against her. She can come up and overpower people. Six minutes left to go in this ball game. 58-48. Holliston down by 10 right now, and Childs trying to make it 11, and she does.
28 points for the senior captain. Wells kicks it to DeZindelet. 3-pointer, no good. Deep pass to Sheehan. Childs resets things, powers on her. Out of the corner, Childs, high rebound. And DeZindelet's got it with Nikki Sheehan chasing her.
Bang.
Coast to coast goes number 5. And Holliston cuts the lead back to 9. Dowling, runner, no good. Jeffroy not able to get that rebound, but Coleman's got the loose ball. And deflected out of bounds, Holliston ball.
Now, just as we talked about, Riley Childs on Medway, what Grace is doing here, she's going to need some help too offensively. She's got to get somebody else to come up and maybe score a couple baskets. Tess had a couple threes. And Abby Ray answers. Thank you.
2-point basket, 59-52. Holliston within 7. Jumper off the mark. Medway able to keep it alive. Into Childs. Powers across the top.
Oh, nice job by Tess. That's a nice.
The rebound by, follow-up by Childs is good, and she's got 30 points on the night to lead all scorers.
Well, Tess had to make a choice to play inside or outside, and she made the right choice. She played inside, but it's just the rebound went to the other side, and Childs was able to get it and finish.
Got a timeout by Coach Iannone with 4:18 to go in the game. Medway up by 9 and has the ball. Coming up between the ball games after this girls ball game, stay tuned as we will have interviews with the 1,000-point Panther scorers that are going to be honored tonight with a banner going up at halftime. The banner is up.
Yep.
They're going to be honored at halftime of the boys games, but we're going to get a chance to interview the attendees of tonight's ball game.
Yeah, it should be fun. Get to talk to some of these people because we know Kylie. You must know. Do you know Dave Caligaris?
Dave Caligaris was
your neighbor, wasn't
I grew
he?
up in his neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a few years older than me.
I'm going to ask him. If he used to beat you up and take your lunch money. Did he do that? Or? I heard that. Is that true?
A vicious rumor. Vicious rumor. No, there were 4 Caligaris boys. Older brother Dave, Joe, and then the twins, Mark and John, who were just a year older than me, played football with them, and all four of them played basketball.
Well, I've got to play out in Cincinnati. We played. Joe Caligaris came out and played with our Mudville team in the tournament we had out there, and there's a real funny story that maybe someday we'll get and tell about it. But boy, what another nice guy Joe was. So I can't wait to meet Dave.
So Panthers trail by 9. They need to stop here with 4:10 to go.
Nice job by Megan Coleman. Nice job by Megan. I'm Melanie. I keep calling her Megan. Melanie Coleman.
Dowling, long shot, bounces to the corner and out of bounds. It'll be Holliston ball.
Steve Hedrick protecting the camera over there.
Nice job, Steve.
4 minutes left to go in this ball game. 61-52. Holliston down by 9. And now they're going to have to maybe try some outside shots.
Inside to Powers, off the glass, won't go, just rimmed around. Nikki Sheehan, number 5, with the ball, kicks it in. Oh, Murray open on the baseline, misses the shot. Powers dribbles away from trouble, finds an open Kazubal, 3-point shot, no good. Rebound Dowling. Medway still pushing the pace with this 9-point lead. Childs goes to the left hand, floating jumper, no good. Powers can't hold the rebound, and Murray makes her pay. 10 points for number 14. Powers turns down the corner jumper. I think the Medway defender got a little piece of that. Holliston down by 11, 2:49 to go.
Well, they're hanging in. They're still playing man defense. Boy, oh, there we go.
Steal by Holliston. DeZindelet on Dowling. Unable to get the ball to the basket. Childs drives, put the shoulder down.
Oh, no, so see that is a blocking foul. That is a blocking foul. But when Grace went down there last time, whatever. But anyway, the other thing is I was going to talk about was coming down this way to the last basket coming down. Grace kind of faded off the attacking the basket because the last time she did that, she got called for an offensive foul.
So with 2:25 to go, we got a timeout. Holliston trailing Medway 63-52. Well, we've certainly seen a battle between the top stars here. Riley Childs with 30 points, leading all scorers. Grace DeZindelet with 24 points, trying to keep the Panthers close.
Yeah, and Grace has quite a few steals. I'm not sure how many she has, but she has a number of steals, and and of course, and then Childs has quite a few rebounds. So they both influence the game, both offensively and defensively, and they're both really top all-around players. And the other thing is, Tess Powers comes out, and she's a captain, she's a senior, and she knows how to play this game, and she's doing a good job on Childs, believe it or not. Everyone said, well, she scored 30 points. Yeah, but, a lot of times when you're playing somebody like that, first of all, she's bigger, and Childs a little bit bigger, so she's able to get the rebounds. But Tess has been in position whenever she needs to be in position. Sometimes when you're playing against an opponent who's a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit better, you've got to have some of that help, and she's just not getting any of that help tonight. And but doing it on her own, she's, I think she's fared very well for herself.
Riley Childs going to the line to shoot 2. Medway leading this fourth quarter 16-6, and that's the difference right here. Childs gets the first one.
2:25 left to go in the ball game. Holliston down by 12.
Childs gets them both. So Holliston facing a 13-point deficit. Zindelet to Kazubal. Panthers go around the top. Skip pass to Zindelet. Looks away from the double team. Powers wide open for a 3. No good. Dowling with the rebound. They're down to 2 minutes to play in the game.
Yeah, you might see Medway kind of slow this down a little bit now.
Murray, faced by DeZindelet, almost pulled that ball out of there. Oh, she did get it out. So turnover caused by DeZindelet. Long pass to Powers, out to Wells. 3-point shot off the rim. Childs lets it go out of bounds. It's going to be Medway ball.
.91 seconds left to go in this ball game. Holliston down 13, 65-52.
Holliston trying to put some pressure on Sheehan.
Oh, there's a steal.
Steal by DeZindelet.
Whoop.
Can't get the bucket. Childs, long pass to Dowling. Turned right around, and there was Wells chasing the play. That's going to be a foul on Holliston's number 11.
Well, the girls came out and play hard tonight, and they were going, as I said earlier, they were attacking offensively, defensively. That's what they had to do. They were playing very aggressively, fast-paced game, which I thought would really be in Holliston's favor, and really it kind of was when Holliston got out in the open. But once Childs started taking over the ball game, offensively and defensively, it was something that Medway was just able to pull away.
Powers across to DeZindelet, 3-pointer, no good. Down under a minute to go. Holliston trailing by 14. I see if they can make it just a couple of stops, but looks like Medway content to be outside with the ball. And Murray, turnaround jump shot is good. 12 points for the junior forward. And out of bounds with 25 seconds to go. Panthers trailing by 16. Seems academic at this point.
Yeah, they'll just run the clock out. Well, for a few, 2 or 3 of those quarters there, Holliston was right there, right, and then it's just an explosion by Medway, and one of the teams was going to break out and explode, and that team was going to win, and that's exactly what happened. And unfortunately for the Holliston team, it was Medway that was able to do that.
So your final 68-52, Mustangs with the win. Holliston drops to 1-3. Medway goes to 4-1. Holliston winning 2 out of the 4 quarters against these Mustangs.
Yeah.
Playing close. It really just was that fourth quarter closing that Holliston wasn't able to prevail tonight.
Yeah, they weren't. You know, it's interesting. Medway started making some of their threes, and that just made a big difference. And then once they got way out ahead, you know, Holliston hit the scramble, and it just wasn't working.
So 32 points for Riley Childs. Panthers' leading scorer was Grace DeZindelet with 24, Tess Powers with 12, Melanie Coleman with 5, Abby Ray Wells with 4, Gabrielle Ramirez Brodeur with 2, Brooke Jeffroy with 2, Cami Kazubel with 2.
Well, they did a nice job, and they came up a little bit short. And now what's going to happen, we're going to do some interviews of the 1,000-point scorers, and then we'll have bring in the boys' game and against Medway, and then at halftime of that, we'll have 2 dedication ceremonies, one for the new court and another for the 1,000-point scorers.
So your final score, Medway 68, Holliston 52.